Curry's checked in for the Warriors.
Ready? Curry.
Warriors leading by 6.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
New York calls timeout.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Knicks trail by 6. And stolen by Barnes. Drops one in from the wing. Barnes has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic among a lot of things to their game.
Yeah, and no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Thomas checked in. For New York. And the Knicks with possession here. Trailing here by 8. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
New York calls timeout. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D-Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise, Chris Bosh. You know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003 all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Curry dishes to Barbosa. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Knicks trail by 8. The 3 from Thomas. And that's going to be a travel. Here's Curry. And Barbosa has it in the corner. Back to Curry. Wide open look. Good. Curry's got 6 points.
Hey, guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Warriors leading by 10. It's Curry outside, and the shot is good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Curry's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. The shot by Anthony, nobody around. And that's going to be a travel.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now. Looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree.
They can't guard.
They're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Spacing.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Knicks trail by 15.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court. If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Festus Ezeli. And it's Iguodala in for Leandro Barbosa. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for New York. Grant comes in for Langston Galloway. From deep three-point. Oh! How did he hit that?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Here's Golden State now. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Grant against Curry. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Here's Thompson, and another basket for Golden State.
Plays like that, the hustle plays on the backboard, the second chance points that have really caused problems all day for the defense.
Calderon kicks to Grant. And here's Anthony for 3. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Well, down in the game, and why is that? Look no further. Than TOs, turnovers.
Yeah, they're racking them up here in this quarter, and it's more of a lack of discipline than anything that has cost them.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And New York with a change here, too. Aflalo's checked in.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Iguodala, 11 feet out, and he hits it. Iguodala's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Some changes for Golden State. Ian Clark's checked in for Klay Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for New York, Kevin Serafin is checked in for Porzingis, and it's Williams in for Carmelo Anthony. Now here's Spades. From deep, Iguodala. That one goes. Count it. Iguodala's got 7 points. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates. And a switcher also for New York. Robin Lopez is checked in for Sasha Vujacic. And again, it's the Warriors missing. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. .130 left here in the second. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Grant. Lopez with the steal. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
For New York, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
The story for them in this half is how poorly they've hung on to the basketball. I mean, just giveaway after giveaway. You can't be effective and productive when you're doing that.
You know what? Already enough turnovers in the first half for an entire game. Sloppy basketball.
Iguodala outside. Here's Bogut, and the officials call a traveling violation. .105 left in the first half of the game. Follow the pass to Grant. Shot to stop the drought. He takes it up and lays it in. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
Golden State's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And the Warriors miss again.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that. Shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Here's Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
30 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Green. Shoots from 12. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Knicks have gone 50%. From the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Feeds it to Lopez. It's stolen by Bogut. To the left wing. Here's Clark. And another basket for Golden State.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Warriors on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen.
Take a look at what Curry's done. He's got 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Calderon, and it's Vujicic in at the shooting guard position. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career-low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Here is Livingston. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Another 3 for Golden State.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Calderon, that's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And Curry has it in the corner. From outside the arc, another 3 for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth.
Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Calderon, that's for 2. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Langston Galloway's checked in for the Knicks. Here's Calderon, and again it's New York.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on an 18-7 run. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Warriors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Curry, good.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc. And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And that one's good. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
From 13, whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Azili's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Here's Grant. And the Knicks miss again. Warriors have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Thompson. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. New York's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. No good from Grant. A nice bounce back here for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Williams with the steal. Galloway. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Warriors ball.
Clark, he's checked in for Steph Curry.
Ian Clark.
.59 seconds left in the third. Clark. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Clark's got 7.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Good D by Williams.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And stolen by Barnes. The Warriors shooting has been just outrageous. 64% from the field at this point. Shots good.
Not shot from outside. They're There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Vujacic is checked in. Curry against Grant. Curry with it. He's got 34. Got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, just dominating this one. It's the NBA. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Knicks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. We've got Maurice Spates. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then it's Rush. And it's Ezeli in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Sean Livingston with the shot.
Livingston's gone 2 of 3 from the field. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Williams has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Barbosa's shot is off. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Takes the 3. That's good.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
And that one's good.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes. But finding themselves down now, they've started to cast up a lot more triples.
Dishes to Spates. From deep. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
He's about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Ezeli, and Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And that one's good by Clark.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Langston Galloway's checked in for the Knicks. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Much better job of just taking care. Of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
I'm putting you in. Let's go.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Williams. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist.
The assist, Langston Galloway.
Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And that's an intentional foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in, and that's going to be a travel.
Knicks ball.
Knicks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. It's deflected. And now Bogut running the floor all by himself.
Spades
missing again. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And good on the basket. Book it.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned. Pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them.
The Knicks shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. O'Quinn. It's offline from half court. Golden State's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Deflects the pass. Here's Williams, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Clearly a mental lapse and at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time, but it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
New York shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Shoots the three. That's in. That's his fifth field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Knicks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And that one's good by Clark.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them. And south.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Steph Curry. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by New York. Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
Warriors ball.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Clark. Here's Bogut, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, they really had it going on the offensive glass in that first half, but here recently they've gotten away from that. They've got to be aggressive in attacking that offensive glass here in the second half.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Curry. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
It's Rush outside, and he gets it to go.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number 1 for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond. And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And he gets the bucket. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Clark. And another three for Golden State.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Three-pointer. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Warriors, Maurice Bates, Sean Livingston.
Now the Knicks with it. Williams kicks to O'Quinn. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Boy, he picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The clock now can just run out for the Warriors. Livingston, no luck. O'Quinn dishes to Thomas. Launches a three, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about.
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen. And tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's Stephen Curry. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94.
K Sports pregame show.
Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K.